So what do you think of the Colbert of it all? I mean, gadzooks.
Oh my God.
I mean, the show loses $40 million a year,
Yep.
so that's a reality.
That's a reality.
The parent company is trying to curry favor with the president. So
Yeah.
that's a reality.
Yeah. I think both things are true. I think both things are just true and real. Like it
Yeah.
definitely was hemorrhaging money. I don't think that that's, you know, these legacy shows, like they are hemorrhaging
They are.
money with no real end to that
Yeah.
in sight. People are
Right.
just not tuning in.
Yeah.
And even remotely.
Yeah.
Comparatively to how they used to. Well, people are literally on their phones all the time, for one thing, so they actually don't necessarily need a recap of the day's events.
Yeah.
They're very well versed in what has happened.
Yeah.
And they'd really rather watch like people just absolutely murder each other in a South Korean game show. Just like watching people fall off cliffs to relax at night
Yeah.
before nodding off.
That is very true. That's the when I on tour, and I don't talk a lot politics, but I would mention something about the cruelty
Right.
of like Elon Musk when he was just
Sure.
taking all of these people that got into these jobs because they really
Yeah.
are out of nobility and loving this country. And so anyway, I would just mention that the only times it didn't get applause or have people react was when you really got the sense, oh, they don't know what I'm saying. Like
Yes.
they're not, it's not that they're bad people or good people. They're just not paying attention. They just
Yeah.
don't, they're not watching the news. They've got their life and they're doing their thing.
They're living life.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of
Which is similar to what you're saying about the people in other countries.
Which is not to say that there aren't problems absolutely everywhere, but like it is not necessarily a national sport in the exact same way
Yeah.
that we are experiencing it. And we extra experience it in New York and LA and places where it's just all of our friends, everything we read, like we're
Right.
consuming news media all the time. And I do too. So I'm not
Yeah.
like, but we don't relax in the same way by watching everybody get together and everybody lay down in your bed TV
Right.
and watch some jokes and some interviews. So that is
Right.
true. And it is also true that when the president of the United States has to give his sign off on a corporate merger, the thing you can't do is make jokes about him. He's a thin-skinned
Yeah.
idiot, and we know he's like a pernicious cancer, and he cares about that stuff, and it's just true. You can't do it.
Yeah.
When I had my show, Full Frontal, we had like 3 mergers when we were in business, and it was a constant source of conversation.
Really?
It was like, it really just came up. It came up all the time.
Really?
It came up all the time.
And would they?
like,
In what way would they tell you? Maybe back
oh
off.
my gosh, 100%. It was nobody when a huge corporate merger is happening.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to cause trouble. You can't. Business trumps everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what your values are. It doesn't matter how important you think like legacy media is. None of that fucking matters when you're
Yeah.
talking about people, hundreds, millionaires and billionaires literally making their business transactions.
Yep.
Everything you think that is important is absolutely like impotent.
Not
it does
even a
not matter. It's
consideration.
not even a consideration. So of course, it was leeching money, and I'm sure they had many agonizing conversations about what they were going to do to turn the ship around, what they were going to do to like make the show profitable again. And that's true probably of all the shows, you know, how do we make this profitable?
Yeah.
But the extra element of it is that it's so much easier for them to cut it loose with this merger coming down the pike.
Yeah.
Like it makes the decision such a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And probably the most agonizing decisions they were having were about how do we float this? Like how do we not get a lot of blowback? Like
Yeah.
I'm sure they knew it was happening a long time ago.
Right.
And the considerations were like how can we position it so that the story can be not as bad as it
Yeah.
could be. Like It's awful. I know so many people who work there.
Yeah.
I love Steven.
Yeah.
I consider him to be a friend. I think he's amazing. So I like shocked, not surprised,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know, the only bright thing, and it's a horrible example, is, these forms are old and musty and
Sure.
going away. I mean, he's still 3 million people. I mean, it wasn't nothing. He was
Yeah,
still
no.
doing better than all the rest of them.
Of course.
But when you look at, I hate to even say it, but Tucker Carlson,
Sure.
he leaves Fox, which is gigantic, but he has a big voice.
Big.
He has a
Huge.
big voice with his podcast, and Steven can do a very similar thing.
If you choose it, like if he wants to do that,
Yeah.
I'm certain that like other doors and avenues will be like
Yeah.
just opening their arms for it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
You
I
know-
mean, when I would go on these late night shows
Yeah.
in recent years, you'd get like on social media, like 1 or 2 like good jobs or whatever. And then you go on a
Right.
podcast
Yeah.
and it would just light up with
Yes.
the responses.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's shifted.
It's all really shifted, and it's a time for innovation. Like
Yeah.
it's sort of it will breed like new venues and new outlets, and it'll be fine. But a lot of people will be like, I very much limit. I do understand. I think probably Steven's in hell right now because when you have a staff of 200 people. You can't take all those people with you to your next adventure, and that's just a lot of
I
people
know.
who have built lives around a steady page. It's really, really awful.